Welcome to this week's MVP segment on High School Cube News. I'm Beth Long at Wendell Phillips Academy, where this week we are featuring senior 6'2", 190-pound quarterback Dewayne Collins. Dewayne, you guys here at Phillips are off to a really fast start to the season. What have been the keys for you?
Hard work and just like a lot of effort and us using our speed.
Speaking of speed, you have quite an accomplished track career as well here. And your head coach told me you ran, Troy McAllister told me 10.8 in the 100. You ran a state championship anchor leg in the 4x2. What kind of advantage does that give you against people that are coming at you on the football field?
A lot, because most people, especially high school, they take bad angles. And Coach Troy just always tell me if I just keep running like I do in track and just run straight, and nobody will be able to catch me. In
fact, that's one thing he told us earlier in the season was if you get around the edge, there's no stopping you. Once you do turn that corner, what's going through your mind?
Touchdown. Just touchdown and green grass.
You scored quite a few touchdowns this year. The epitome of a dual-threat quarterback, though, what are some things that you've worked on in your passing game to aid with all of your ability running?
I just worked on like reading the defense more. Because I can throw the ball, but if I can't read the defense, then it's pointless. So just working on my defense with Coach Troy, Coach Joe, and that played a big effect.
And I know that any quarterback's key to success is the offensive line. How good is that here for you guys?
It's big because without the O-line, me, Armani, Corey, Quavon, nobody would get the ball without them. And they first person to touch the ball, the center, then they block, they protect me. So they make sure I don't get touched so I can get all the yards that I get. And just want to let them know they do a good job.
How much has your style of leadership changed and evolved from the last couple of seasons now that you're a senior?
A lot. I play a big role, just not with the offense, but the defense too, because to be able to be defenses, you gotta know both. So I give like leadership to the defense and offense. And then by coming to school, by just staying on my stuff, and then the guys realize that we should be doing what he's doing, so they do the same thing. What
are the goals for the rest of the season for you guys as a team?
Get better for each opponent, each week, practice hard, and don't slack off. Even though it may not be a team that could compete with you, still go 100% because stuff can happen.
And everybody knew that Phillips was going to be good. We knew that you guys had you and Jamal and Quavon and Amani Jones and all these people that could make for a really good season, but there wasn't a ton of respect dealt your guys' way at the beginning of the year until you started playing. And as each week has ticked by now, it seems like Phillips is getting more and more and more respect from the media and all of that. What's that like to kind of be the one helping push that along?
It's great because this whole season we all decided that we're going to play with a chip on our shoulder, especially when we found out who our opponent was going to be in the first 3 games. And then how the outsiders looked at it as in like we was going to get destroyed. So we just play with a chip on our shoulder and showed everybody that even though we're a small class, 4A and CPS school, we can play with top schools.
In like the case of Naperville North, you guys went in there, a lot of people were saying they, like you said, could get destroyed. Instead, you end up destroying an 8A team. What is that like when you step off the field?
It's just let us know that we can play with anybody and that it doesn't matter how many kids go to your school. Doesn't matter about a lot of stuff. It's just playing football. That's what we're here to do.
Once again, this is Dewayne Collins, this week's MVP on High School Cube News. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's.